I was sodomized by one of the preachers wenye wako in the city, wenye wako hii Kenya yetu. And the reason why this happened ni juu I was looking for help on how the ministry we are doing for boda boda itaweza kusimama. Those who follow me and those who have seen what we do, that is the reason why nilijipata kwa hii shida. The story began when this man of God texted me and told me he loves what I do and he appreciates Kenya mimi ninafanya. Na tukapatana, venye tulipatana na yeye akaniambia he loves what I do and what I'm doing with the boda boda guys. And as we were having a conversation, mimi nikasinzia. So after venye nilisinzia, hapo ndipo alichukua nafasi. Nilikuwa najisikia saa 5 and I didn't notice I was having such an issue on me. Na wakati
to kusaidia. Maybe we'll send you something little.
Thank you.
I believe that kwa hawa watu wote hakutakosa a professional counselor, hakutakosa
Okay. Thank you, members of the public. I've stopped the recording. Now you can find the recording on TikTok Trends. Thank you so much. So Your Honor, that is the entire episode. I don't know if Pastor Ben wants to add anything. Pastor Ben, mimi nataka tu nikuulize, kwa nini uliamua kuongea? Kwa nini uliamua ukuje uongee hiyo jana? Tafadhali.
Mimi sikuwa nimesema okay, nimekuwa na mama yangu since I think the third day alikuja. Na sister yangu alikuwa huku on Sunday na brother yangu, the whole family yetu ya wazazi wangu. And I wanted to tell them ni nini imenifanyikia, at least as a family wajue sio hemorrhoids. And nikijaribu kuambia nikaona ni ngumu sana, so nikashindwa. Na wakati nilikuwa naongea na wao, I was giving them the last information. Do you remember even my sister, wakati walikuja na brother yangu, mimi ndio niliwapea fare ya kurudi. Mimi pikipiki yangu nikampatia brother yangu as a gift yenye ataishi kunikumbuka nayo akiwa ushago, na akaenda nayo. Na madhe tukabaki na yeye. Nikatafuta njia ya kumwambia, have conversation na yeye, nikakosa. But all that time I was looking for an opportunity ya kumwambia ndio nienda nikijua they know the truth. So to cut the story short, wakati niliona imeshindikana na madhe yako huku, nilikuwa nimebuy mattress ya madhe kulala huku na duvet, so we were very comfortable. Mimi ndio madhe aende, nikaambia bro, ukienda usiache hii mattress. That was on Monday. Usiache hii mattress. Na akaenda nayo ushago, akafungilia kwa pikipiki, akaenda nayo. So madheni kama alikuwa na sense, ninamuuliza kwani uendi kwa auntie? She's just there. Jumi nataka aende ndio ni commit suicide. So wakati hiyo siku iliisha, sasa jana ndio nilifaulu kusikiza madhe. Nikamwambia utaenda kwa sister yako kama hamjaonana. Sasa auntie yangu, kama hamjaonana na uko tu hapa na si mbali, ndio aende. Mimi nikamrequestia pikipiki Bolt online, ndio juu ilikuwa late, hakuwa nataka kuenda. Kaniambia mimi siwezi enda, niko hapa kukuangalia. Kama wanataka kuniona tutaonana na wao, ukisikia vizuri ama watakuja hapa. So jana nikaweza kumconvince. Saa 5 ikiwa imebakisha dakika 3 jana, ndio nikapigia Maathe. But before aende, tuka have conversation. Akiniambia kama Mungu hangechukua wale brothers zangu watatu, hatungekuwa tuna struggle venye saa hii tuna struggle. Maybe hata story zangu za finances za hosi. And that really touched me. But still I was so convinced I need to do this. So wakati alienda nikamcall saa 5 ikiwa imebakisha 3 minutes. Nikamsikiza and I was so emotional. I was so broken. Nikiimagine how she will feel losing another son. So mimi nikaweka hizo dawa kwa kikombe ziyeyuke. Nikakaa tu chini nikishika simu nikiscroll. Ndio nikakuja TikTok nikaona live ya Steve wa massage. Kuingia tu hivi Steve hakuniweka. The guest mwenye alikuwa alishuka, Steve akanichukua. Hata nikiingia hapo sikuwa najua ninakuja kusema nini, but I just wanted to say I want to kill myself. But the moment niliongea nika open up, hiyo kitu ikanitoka. I called some few friends, I talked to them. Some of them wamenipigia leo and I feel motivated. And the fact that there are so many people who are victimized. I have a guy who called me all the way from Kirinyaga, although anaishi Nairobi, but for now ako Kirinyaga. He told me he is also a victim. Even right now anatumia pads, diapers, sorry. He is bleeding. So that is what I would say basically. Nilijipata nikiongea hiyo story jana. Before nimalizia hapo naweza sema mtu asitaje mtu. Juu mimi sijataja mtu. And in fact, the person that you're mentioning here, I should appreciate that bishop. Yeye ndiye alinishika mkono, huyo mnajaribu kutaja hapa. I owe that man. Last year, ndio sisi tujulikane ministry yetu. Ni Bishop Ben Kiengei wa JCM. Alitupatianga platform. Mkienda kwa video zangu mtapata hizo magari, malori za kanisa yake. Walituletea unga tukapea watu. Wakatuletea, so I owe that man a lot of honor. So wale wanasema ni yeye, please don't do that. Si yeye. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Pastor Ben. I think I'll give the mic to the senior councils. Senior Counsel Sunday, you can take the mic, please. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Madam Prosecutor. Thanks, Your Honor. I'm very sorry, Pastor Ben Gitau, but I would really like to ask some questions because this is we still treat it as an allegation because before the court. So I would really want to, I don't know if you are ready to take the bar, kindly.
Okay, so perhaps now, Senior Counsel Sunday, I can read him his rights, if that's okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so Pastor Ben, wewe ni Mkristo, si ndio? Okay, nataka useme after me. Say this after me. Unanisikiza? Yeah, kwa sababu anataka kukuuliza maswali na anataka apate tu ukweli kutoka hizo maswali. Okay. I Pastor Ben Gitau.
I, Pastor Ben Gitau.
I promise to speak the truth.
I promise to speak the truth.
And nothing but the truth. So help me God.
And nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Thank you. Thank you. Senior Counsel Sunday, take the mic.
Thank you so much, Madam Prosecutor. And Pastor Ben Gitau, I would really want to know, can you kindly tell the court when this actually happened, the day, kindly?
The day, maybe I checked the receipt yenye nilitumia Mama Lucy It was the previous day. But sasa
Confirm.
iko hapo
Sorry.
kwa simu yenye tunatumia.
Yeah. Ulinitumia vitu zingine jana, inaweza kuwa hapo kwa hizo documents.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think
Wacha niangalie basi.
The Madam Prosecutor confirm the time when you went to meet the alleged man of God.
Around 6 to 7 hiyo masaa, but sasa masaa ya kurudi ilikuwa na huko saa 5 yenye alini drop, yenye sasa mimi niligain conscious.
Yes, you mentioned that you drugged. When you went to the hospital, did you test if you were drugged? Did you confirm that from the hospital?
I didn't, because for one, asubuhi I wasn't sure if he did what he did. So hata daktari nikimpatia akinifanya ile inaitangwa aje kuni examine, mimi nilimwambia from the pain I'm feeling and what had happened kwa choo, until the time nilimtext WhatsApp nikamuuliza, kwani what did you do to me? Okay.
And what informs your allegations that you are drugged?
Sorry?
What can justify that? What can justify that you are drugged?
Okay, kama what should justify? Tebu niuliza na Kiswahili. Yeah. I think the story and
Information for us to call out this in public, because we cannot just do that without ascertaining kwamba this happened. So thank you.
The only thing I know is that mimi nilienda na nikadragiwa na juice. So and nikakosa ufahamu until the time tulikuwa tunarudi, ndio nilikuwa najifahamu, and he's like, kwani unakuwa na shida ya pressure? We didn't have a long conversation because nilimwambia ninasikianga nikiwa na pressure nini, and then he explained to me, akaniambia tukiongea uli have to converse.
Okay. So my next question on that still, I'm very sorry. I really want to ask so many questions. I'm very sorry for that. Okay. Now, you went out for around 5 hours, because you're saying from 6 to around Satano. So I assume if you are drugged and something happens, minimum hours that I think it should take, it's around 10 hours for you to gain conscious. So how fast? What made you feel like? Did you have anything to drink apart from just the juice that you feel you assume ulikuwa drugged with? Any other thing that you took after the incident, or you found yourself taking after the incident?
You mean mtu anafaa kumaliza 10 hours?
There's that duration of time. I think doctors can affirm that. Kuna ile duration yenye dawa inafaa ichukue kwa system, because it must have been strong kwa sababu of what happened without your knowledge. I think along the way, kama ingekuwa light ungekuwa umejua. Kama ingekuwa light ungekuwa umejua. Because it was strong, we assume it would have taken much time for you to gain conscious. So kuna kitu ulipewa ya kukunywa apart from the juice, or what happened ndio ugain sana ujipate unajielewa?
Okay, for me, I don't know about the hours. What I know is that I gained conscious at around 11. I don't have information about the drugs.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now, my next question is, for how long did you know this person before meeting him?
Nilimjua 2023. That's when we started talking.
Had you met before the said day?
Yeah, actually nishaienda kwao Kasarani. Na hiyo time
This
tulikuwa wawili, we took lunch and nothing happened. Literally nothing happened. Juu hiyo time nilikuwa naenda na bike yangu, naenda kuchukua delivery. So we didn't take much time. Nilienda nika have lunch na wao, then I left. They were two.
did you show any like wakati ulikuwa na when you first met this person, alionyesha signs za kwamba is a person who can do this to you, like he had shown some attractions to you?
No.
Lady Jacqueline, thank you, Madam Prosecutor.
Okay, thank you so much for that, Senior Counsel Sunday. I don't know if the judge wants to say something before the next Senior Counsel talks. Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Maybe if you give me 1 second, kuna mahali niko na kaupepo kidogo, you can go ahead and I will direct on how to cross-examine. Thank you very much, Senior Counsel Sunday. I don't want to discredit the good work that you are doing, but some of the questions are necessary or they are too early to call because we actually need to start from the beginning. So it's inappropriate to go to the medical staff before we ascertain who is the accused person and what are the circumstances, and when the juice was served, what were they having in the meeting. So I will get back to you, Madam Prosecutor, to give us more cross-examinations as I note down all these things. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. Thank you so much. I don't know if we've got Senior Counsel Truth Watchdog here, Senior Counsel Muyu. I don't know if any of you wants to come in and speak or ask questions. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Madam Prosecutor. Judge wetu, thank you and everyone. Pangu personally, pole sana Pastor Ben kwa sababu of what you went through ama ile pain uko nayo. Na mimi ile kitu nataka kwanza kukuambia before I ask you my questions ni ati it has already pissed me off ati hata kama kusodomaiziwa ili happen uligonjeka anas ukiwa kwa mikono ya pasta ama you know sawa. So Iza, swali number 1, nani alipigia mwingine wa kwanza?
Ilikuwa alinipigia akitoka I think Nakuru au Naivasha, but alikuwa Naivasha Road, Naivasha Wayakiwe.
Who called who first?
Yeye ndiye alinipigia na WhatsApp.
After how long? After mmeongea for how? After the last time you talked ilikuwa kama lini ndio akupigie hiyo siku?
The last time we had not even had a conversation that day or that week. It was a random call. Akaniambia by the way niko Wayakiwe, unaweza kuja.
So the
No, we don't. After that incident, we didn't engage. You see, nilimtext nikamuuliza uko how, as in kwani what did you do to me? Sasa hiyo asubuhi
ile ulisema
Madam Prosecutor Muyu. Madam Prosecutor, if you allow me to please give directions, please, Madam Prosecutor. I'm approaching the bench as a Chief Justice here.
Yes.
I would ask the Office of Prosecution to provide this court. This case is sensitive and of high profile, a case that needs a lot of attention and sober-minded senior counsels. Please, can I have 5 minutes recess on this cross-examination so that I can get senior counsels who at least have valid questions and who can cross-examine without jumping into conclusions and asking sometimes, please, Madam Prosecutor, we will hold you accountable for all this, because this is not the way we go. We need to get the likes of Senior Counsel Gidaiga, Senior Counsel Apitakioi, Senior Counsels that can really cross-examine from the word go, because this is a case that is not supposed to be jumped up and down. If you can give me 5 minutes to get up Senior Counsels who actually can do a proper cross-examinations. First and foremost, this court has not been notified who is the accused person is, since that the victim here, Pastor Gitau, Pastor Gitau was yesterday or 3 days ago intended to take his life, suicidal. There's nothing to hide under this court, and you know how we go about in this court. It's about transparency, nothing but the truth. Thank you very much.
Okay, so Your Honor, I am one minute,
Mr. Prosecutor, Madam Prosecutor.
Yeah. Yes. Take the mic. Take the mic, please. Can PM Kimemia take the mic for 1 minute as I make as I contact the senior counsels Peter Kioi and senior counsel Gidaiga Samuel. And anyone
you can also contact the chaplain of this court, that is Bishop Kanyari, please, to up here. We have the likes of Kinakiragu and all that, so that we can move swiftly and smoothly, so that we proceed this court swiftly. Thank you.
Okay, yes, I have actually been talking to Bishop Kanyari. He told me he'd be here in a few minutes. I don't know whether he's already here. I think it's Bishop Kanyari. If you're already here, please come to the podium. I cannot see him anywhere, but I've been talking to him. He should have been here.
Prosecutor, permission to approach the bench, please.
Thank you. Thank you, Njambi. Take the mic, please.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. Thank you so much, Madam Prosecutor. Thank you so much, senior counsels present in court today. First of all, I am very sorry, Pastor Ben Gitau, for what you went through. I am approaching the bench to request that kindly our victim here.
Ya kwa koti hili.
Sijaichukua legal process, but I talked to the lawyer this evening. Tomorrow I'm going to begin the process.
You said when did this happen? Ilifanyika lini?
I think Lady Jacqueline, simu yenye iko na hiyo receipt ya Mama Lucy iko na hii simu yenye tunaongea nayo, so maybe that one I confirm.
Lakini unaweza kumbuka kulikuwa mwezi gani? When?
Naweza angalia tukiwa hapa still.
Yeah, I can give
you don't
that
remember
information. I can give that information.
Kuna kakadi uko nako, kuna kapicha uko nako kadawa. Ako ndio wako na date.
Okay.
Is it this year or last year?
It was last year.
And how did you come to know that maybe you have been Sodom? You said at the beginning haukuwa sure what happened to you. Sijui nini ilifanya ukakuwa curious na kufikiria ni ukweli ama something happened to me.
What I mean is that the reason why I didn't take the statement to the doctor ni juu sikuwa sure ilikuwa sodomized, but what I knew, the situation I was in, the bleeding and all that haikuwa normal. So after the issue ya daktari, after going the process ya daktari na conclude niko na hemorrhoids, that's when I started figuring out the pain, how I venye nilikosa kujisikia and all that.
Ukiapproximate ulikosa kujisikia for about how long?
I left easily around 6 to 7. So from that time nilichukua bike mpaka pale Wayakiwe. So from there wakati nilifika, we didn't even have a long conversation. The conversation was about an event yenye nilikuwa nayo, and I was going to see him ndio atusaidie na instruments. So when I reached there nikaongea na yeye, and along the conversation nikajisahau.
Na unaona ni kama kitendo hiki kilifanyikia wapi? Kwake nyumbani ama kwa gari ama mlikuwa wapi? Kwa hoteli, kwa gari ama?
Hiyo sina idea kabisa juu the moment mimi nilijikosa ufahamu hiyo
kabla ukosa ufahamu, ni nini unakumbuka ya mwisho? Mlikuwa wapi?
Tulikuwa hapo Wayakiwe.
Kwa building, kwa gari?
Kwa gari. Na unaona akinirudisha tulikuwa tu kwa gari, so I don't know what happened from there to that time yenye nilijisikia and where it happened.
Na umesema ulipewa juice kwa gari ama kuna mahali mlikuwa umeketi?
Juice ilikuwa kwa gari and
alikuwa amebeba juice?
Yeah, na katabla. So I used the same tabla. Akaniambia weka juice, and yeah, he's a man of God. Hawezi ukadoubt na hawezi ringa ati staki.
Akakwambia weka juice?
Yeah, nikaweka na nikakunywa.
So wewe ndio ulijiwekea juice? Yeye mwenyewe alikunywa?
Nilimpata akikunywa.
Wewe ulimpata kwa gari?
Nilimpata kwa gari, ya.
Then kufika ukafikiria maybe ulikuwa drugged. Sijui kama ulijaribu kufanya drug test yoyote. To assume saizi tumeenda kwa police station uambiwe uweke evidence you are drugged by that person almost 2 months ago.
This is the time I'm starting to do the legal process. This is the time I'm taking the OB. I'm retrieving the messages because already nilikuwa nimezipoteza and all those details. So I was in fact up to yesterday, kama siwezi nikafungukia familia, I wasn't ready to talk to the doctor about the same issue. So that is how I was dealing with the issue. Sikuwa nataka aibu ya kumeshai kuwa nini.
Na after umeamua kuopen up, amejaribu kukufikia? Juu najua maybe ameona story yako mahali. Amejaribu kukufikia?
Sidhani, unless sasa simu yake iko kwa missed call. Juu leo nilipigiwa simu sana wakati nilikuwa nimelala, nikapata almost 40 missed calls. Unless one of them ni yake.
Na pia ulituambia ulijaribu after umesuspect kama hiyo, ulijaribu kumuuliza kitu alikufanyia.
Kwani what did you do to me juu this and this is happening?
Alikupea response gani?
He didn't say anything.
He blue ticked you?
Yeah.
Do you have the messages?
Nilikuwa nimedelete, but I have a person who is helping me to retrieve.
And as we are speaking now, what makes you believe he did something to you?
Because I've never had any issue with my iyo nini yake.
but
Na
pia but pia unajua mtu anaweza gonjeka. Now we are dealing with someone's reputation. Ukisema jina yake hapa, do you know that now in the physical world it can be used against you in a real court of law?
I'm very much aware of that. Yeah.
So you believe what you have concrete evidence that actually he did something to you?
Sorry?
You believe you have enough evidence that he did something to you?
Yo, more than enough.
Part of it, what makes you feel, yes, nafaa kuenda kotini sasa, I have enough evidence?
What makes me feel I have enough evidence?
Yes.
I think the details I have, they are enough to convince me about the honestly.
That's one of them. The second one?
The second one, there are some fishy messages. Yeah, some messages showing interest that I didn't even see.
Before the incident?
Before the incidents, yeah. After the incidents, he has never...
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, PM Kimemia. I don't know if I can give the mic back to the judge, or perhaps another senior counsel can take the mic. People, I think the public needs Truth Watchdog to speak. Truth Watchdog, if you're available, take the mic, please.
Okay, thank you, Madam Prosecutor.
Before senior counsel to approaches the bench, these are the kind of questions and cross-examination I examine that we are expecting this court. Thank you very much, senior counsel PM. What's the other guy who examined? So, Madam Prosecutor, go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. Truth Watchdog, the mic is yours. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, the jury, my fellow senior counsels, the judge, and Madam Prosecutor. Now, I want Pastor Ben Gitau to understand, first of all, I sympathize and empathize with him, but the questions that I'm going to ask are in preparation of what will be asked in real court. So take these questions not as somebody who doesn't have empathy or doesn't feel for you, but these are questions to prepare you in real case. Because you said you're going out, you're looking for a lawyer, and this is the exact things your lawyer ataulizwa. Sawa sawa ndugu yangu?
Yeah, sure.
Mwanzo pole sana kwa yaliyokupata, na sina doubt kwamba yale yalifanyika. Lakini unafaa kujua kwamba ukweli sio kitu ambacho kinaamua kesi kwa koti, ila ni proof and facts. Before tuende mbele, ningependa Madam Prosecutor anieleze kulingana na risiti hii ilifanyika lini?
Confirm.
So so this happened in October of 2024. The incident happened in October 2024. Yes.
So hiyo inamaanisha miezi mitatu imepita. Umeenda ukapima virusi?
Nimepimwa, but nilipimwa before the 3 months, so I'll have to do it next month.
Okay. Huyo rafiki yako umesema ulimjua 2023. Na umesema kuwa pia kulikuwa na some fishy messages. Why did you think it wise to meet him alone?
He's a man of God, that is one thing, and the conversations we had was about ministry, and nilikuwa nimemvisit kwake kwa nyumba, nikampata wakiwa na kijana mwingine, so nikienda kumuona kwa gari, we were just going there to have a very brief conversation, vile atanisaidia na watu wa keyboard search hizo, so I didn't have any doubt. Yeah.
Is he a married man?
No.
Approximation unafikiria kuna miaka ngapi?
In public domain he's not married, hata kwa post zake and yeah, as much as I know.
And you are a pastor, right?
Yeah.
Pastor, did you know that when you come to public courts like this, we don't protect the doers of sin? For 4 months you have been protecting this person. Don't you think in this 4 months this guy thinks he's so powerful, and probably there are other victims after you?
Okay.
So you as a pastor.
Great question. Sindio nijibu. Okay, one thing I would say is this, and I gathered the confidence today after receiving the calls ya wale wamekuwa victimized. There are very few men who talk about the issue I'm talking about, because one, it's a shame. Hakuna mwanaume ataishi na hiyo kitu, but I am believing God that I will get the grace to continue with this. And the reason why pia sikuwa nimeiongelelea ni juu sina confidence, sikuwa na confidence. Yeah.
Na since imekufanyikia na wewe peke yako unajua huyu mtu ni nani, mbona usifanye public awareness ya kuambia maybe vijana wadogo kuliko wewe? Kuna wale wadogo ambao maybe wanauoga hata kushinda wewe, kwa sababu wewe ni mwanaume mzima vile nakuona.
Yeah.
Mbona usije ukaambia watu jichungeni na mahala hapa, huku ndo kunaenda hivi. Mimi mwenyewe naamini, mtu anaweza kosa kuniamini, lakini jichungeni na hapa kunafanyika hivi. Auoni kama wewe pastor unaachilia shetani endelee kumia nguvu?
Number one, I'm not going to let this go down unless waniue juu I'm ready to make sure that this is going to be in public domain, and it is going to be legal process. If it doesn't go through the legal process, I am the leader of Boda Boda Ministries Kenya mzima, and I have talked with the leaders today. If I don't get the justice, we will do it on mandamano. So I am
Pastor
not
Ben,
him again because I'm already here in public domain, and I'm also going through the legal process.
Pastor Ben.
Yeah.
As we are speaking, do you have an OB number? Umeenda kuripoti kwa polisi?
Tomorrow morning, hiyo ndio ninaamkia kesho asubuhi. Leo ndio nimeongea na lawyer.
Your Honor, I think the senior counsels need to be aware that the gentleman has been going through operation. He's been fixing the damage that was done by the perpetrator. And he's actually 1 week post-op, okay? 1 week out of hospital. So senior counsels, please put that into consideration. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Peter, permission to approach the bench, please.
Can I finish my questions, please?
Yeah, I think after TWD, Ms. Njambi, senior counsel, you can take the mic after Truth Watchdog. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Pastor Ben.
Yes.
I will be foolish to assume that the perpetrator is not watching us.
Of course.
Or that this information in one way or another will get to them. Don't you think huyu mtu anaweza jipanga kutoroka? Kwa sababu watu wa Nduthi wakoje watu wa mchezo?
Because number one, mimi staki engagements za revenge in return, as in anilipe. I'm looking for justice and also for awareness. So either toroke ama asitoroke, we are going to make him a public figure. Hiyo maneno lazima tutatangaza, but kama he's still here, we are going to face each other in court, and I'm very sure I'm going to give the evidence I have, and I believe justice is going to prevail.
The one last question as I wind up. Is there any other person apart from you? Kwa sababu umetuambia unataka ikuwe siri, na this is a public court. Apart from you, kuna maybe mama, bibi, girlfriend mwenye anajua huyo mtu ni nani, just in case wewe huyuko, kuna mtu ambaye anajua ni nani unazungumzia?
Lady Jacqueline anajua, nilimtumia picha. All right, si ndio Lady Jacqueline?
Yes. I know the perpetrator, Your Honor. Senior counsel, I know the person. Thank you.
Nilimtumia picha, and then nilitumia counselor, wanaitwa therapist, and then lawyer.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Those are the only people who knows about the person, Mimi, and those 3 people.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate. Thank you, the judge and my Madam Prosecutor. I rest my case.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Senior Counsel Truth Watchdog. Senior Counsel Jambi, you can approach the bench and take the mic. Thank you.
Naweza susu, ndio nimekuwa nini?
Yes. Enda. Wacha nifungie camera. Let me close the camera for you. Okay. Senior Counsel, take the mic.
Thank you so much, Madam Prosecutor. Thank you so much, Your Honor, and my fellow senior counsels. Now, I still feel like we are really not getting to a certain point. That's my feeling. I feel like we should, by now, we have 7,000 people in this court, 7,000 members of the public in this court. I feel like by now, we should, members of the public should be having an idea of the perpetrator we are talking about. Because if we want other people to come out who maybe have been victims of this perpetrator, the only way they would come out is if they know that they are all victims of the same person. That's my feeling. I don't know whether anyone else feels that. But the other thing I would want to say, I would want to advise...
Increase the volume on that. Increase the volume on that, Councillor Njambi, please, increase.
Okay. I am saying that I feel that having 7.2K members of the public in this court, Your Honor, it is only fair if we know the name or if we have a photo of the mentioned perpetrator, because there might be other people out there who would want to speak and they would only get the courage of speaking out wakijua kumbe sisi ni victims wa mtu mmoja. Kwa hivyo by now, for us to get a good direction in this case, tupewe jina ya huyu mtu ama tuonyeshwe picha ya huyu mtu, so that we know from here we are approaching it from this angle. My other point, I don't know whether Ben Gitau is hearing me hata kama ametoka kwa camera. I would want to advise him. Oh, thank you, Ben. I'm happy you're hearing me. Because you said that you are also going to take legal action in an actual court of law. Wakati unaenda through the operations, the corrective surgeries, please talk to your doctor. Let them write down what they are correcting. Because medical notes are very powerful in an actual court of law. Ndio wakati wakili wako ataenda kukurepresent, asome hapo ya kwamba daktari aliandika huko ndani wakati alikuwa na kufanya operation alikuta ABCD, ama alipata kumefanyika 1 2 3. Because even when a girl
Senior Counsel Jambi, you are supposed to cross examine the defendant or the victim, not advising. Advising is always in this court afterwards. So now you bring in that advice is not yet, because it's still under cross-examination. We are still, people are still grilling him or the other senior counsel. So I beg you to reserve that for the time. Right now, if you have any question, ask questions, let clarification. I like the fact that you asked about the so-called accused. We need to ascertain and know actually who we are here, who the victim is accusing. It might be a pseudo, or a ghost, or a planned thing. So I don't see any point in this able court that I preside, or time without a number, that we are hearing people be covered here. There's no point at all to listen to this case if the name of this person is not exposed. Since this is person who said 3 days ago he wanted to take his life, and he has confided with the Madam Prosecutor. Is it inappropriate public tunaweza kufichwa jina ya mtu? Tutakuwa tunakaa hapa tunasikiza nini? That is my question to the members of the public, juries ambao wako chini. They are demanding to get the name, because we don't know what will happen to this victim if he doesn't do that. Thank you. Go ahead, Madam Jambi, or Madam Prosecutor.
I am sorry, Your Honor, for getting out of line. Anyway, that was, I said about the exposing. Number 2, I would like to ask Pastor Ben, when this incident happened, 3 days later, you went to seek medical advice, or you went to seek medical help. Is that correct?
No,
You said 3 days later?
I said the day yenye nilirudi nikalala, hiyo asubuhi ndio niliamkia kuenda hospitali. After the bleeding happened that morning.
So, this incident happened in October, and before October, ni mtu ambaye, kulingana na vile umesema, ni mtu ambaye mlikuwa mnaongea regularly. So right now, would you confirm to this court that you no longer speak to this person?
Yeah, we no longer speak.
Have you tried to reach out and ask why your communication patterns changed?
I didn't ask, because of course when I texted nikamuuliza kwani what did you do to me, he didn't reply, so we've never had a conversation from that day.
Was this the first time you guys had a conversation inside the car? So was it the first time?
In the car was the first time.
And did it seem suspicious to you, or you had trusted, or because of your prior conversations, you had gotten to a point of trusting this person?
Sikuwa na any doubt ama sikuwa na suspect.
All right.
I beg to approach this bench.
Yes, I believe that's in order. Senior Counsel Peter Kioi, take the mic.
And I beg to say that I am not apologetic for whatever I will talk. So, greetings to the whole court. Comment section. Greetings. So, number 1, a lot of things that have been said here by Pastor Ben, there is some missing conversations and missing pattern in this whole drama issue. Number 1, he says that he had seen fishy conversation and messages. To be precise and to be honest, in this court, this is a court. It must have the accused person and the complainant. You are the complainant in this matter. If today you are not going to talk about the accused, if you are not going to release the members of public, the accused person is ABCD, then it had no relevance for you to speak out, because you'll be speaking to yourself. If you are not going to release the court the fishy messages that you were sent, then we will not prove, because in a court of law, we have to prove cases beyond reasonable doubt. We thank God that you are alive. That is you. We have to speak. Because if today we are helping you, at which point are we going to help you? We must have the beginning. First of all, let's have the fishy conversation. We will judge it by ourselves to know this conversation was leading to somewhere or not. And again, if you ever had a conversation with someone and it was fishy, and you proceed to meet them, it raises eyebrows as well. Let us talk about your meeting. After you meeting, being dragged, and you felt unconscious. When you gained your conscience and you ride yourself back home, how did you raise your that? How did you gain that energy very fast that you could do everything? There were blood stains if it was your first time, or there was some specimen that would show. I ought to believe that you would proceed fast to the hospital than your home. I ought to think that you would not relax in hospital for the doctors to tell you about hemorrhoids. Hemorrhoids do not just form theirs at the first point. Like right now you have developed hemorrhoids and you are told right now. No, it's a process. We believe that. Right now the question is, who was he? What was the intention? And why you? At that point, before I continue speaking, the doctor would do some of the examinations. Where are your results from the doctor? And what was examined in hospital? What was the diagnosis? Now we have to know it from the hospital. This is a very big accusation to the person, and for you to talk about it right now. I believe you sat down, thought about it, expose the person. If you are exposing that somebody sodomized you or did anything to you, that means you are ready to expose in details. Do not forget about your security. We understand that you need security. We understand that you are to be protected. But right now you are in the public and on camera. If the perpetrator is seeing you right now, and before delivering the information to tell us who it was, then it will be so much dangerous, because they can even assassinate you before you talk about them. How are you secure if you have talked about the person on camera, but you're not telling us the person? We should know that this person did A, B, C, D. So after that, we get to know this is where we are starting. But right now, we are discussing about hula baloo. It's unless you tell us who did that until you are the person may defend themselves by doing what? By killing you. If they eliminate you, then we are left with the plain questions of who it was or who was it. Now, tell us who it was, then tell us about the phishing messages, tell us about your meeting, and tell us about why you proceeded to home, not hospital at the first point, and then tell us about why you never told the doctor about it, and how are we going to handle the matter of sodomy if the doctor themselves do not even know about it. Thank you.
So, members of the public, I think this is your chance to participate. Should we know the identity of the perpetrator? Is it? So, members of Pastor Kanyari is.
Your Honor.
Niko na jambo ya kuongea.
Pastor, tupe tu dakika moja. Pastor Bishop, just give us 1 minute. 1 minute. Members of the public, the jury, it's your time to participate. PM Kimemia, kindly mute. Thank you. Right. Is it in order that we get the identity of the perpetrator?
I think.
But the prosecutor, I thought all the senior counsels could have talked. Then you put the poll. So still, you have to give Bishop Kanyari chance to talk as we were preparing members of jury to put the poll. So allow everyone, including Sukashambi, to cross-examine or ask some questions. Then now you can go ahead and put the poll. Thank you. But you can still go ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you. We just needed.
Before you vote, before you vote, please.
Pastor Ben, ngoja tu usiogope. Niko na wewe tafadhali. Usiogope, please. Okay, so
I wanted to talk about the identity because I had requested you, even before we come here, if I'm coming to expose the person for me, I was telling you this one will kill my process and it will destroy my my everything. So Mimi, I wouldn't want to expose this person, please. So I'm requesting.
Yeah,
I will
Pastor
expose this
Ben,
person when the
Pastor
right
Ben,
time comes.
I don't think you should be worried at all. Sidhani kama inafaa uwe na worry. Now I can see you're a bit worried. You shouldn't be worried at all. Can't he just allow Bishop Kanyari to speak? And then Suga
Your
Shambi
Honor,
is also
before
waiting to
I
talk.
had posed, Your Honor, before I had posed a question, before even we know the perpetrator, please show us the context in the messages that he thought it is fishy, so that the members of the public can say it was fishy or not, so that we can know date, time, and the context, so that we can know what the message was or what the messages were. And if it's not like that, the case is null and void.
The fishy messages were like mali safi, uko na nyash, such cases. So
Show us the messages, please. Let us see the messages, please.
in the beginning nilisema I am retrieving. Kuna mtu ananisaidia kufanya hizo retrieving because already I had deleted the conversations.
Pastor Ben,
Yes.
Sijui kama naweza.
at the beginning of this,
PM kindly, PM Pastor Kanyari speaking. Thank you.
Okay, mimi niko na swali. Kama inasemekana ya kwamba Pastor Ben unasema ya kwamba kuna mtu alikusadomize, mimi sikatai ya kwamba ulikuwa sodomized. Lakini wewe unasema ya kwamba ulipotoka kuwa sodomized ulienda kwa nyumba ukalala. Surely, how can you go and sleep na unajua kuna mtu ambaye amepita nyuma yako, na the way I know it's painful and nasikianga watu wanasema it's very painful, alafu ukakubali kwenda kulala? Surely uliendaje kulala? Alafu pia uko na ripoti ya hospitali ambaye daktari anasema kwamba huyu mtu alikuwa sodomized.
So mimi vile naweza sema Bishop ni I wanted to bring awareness on this platform. That is why I had agreed to come to Lady Jacqueline. The issue of me exposing him, I know this is not the real court, so I cannot put everything here. Juu hapa sio kotini, hapa ni social media. The only thing that
Excuse me, Pastor Ben Gitau. Pastor Ben Gitau, na kuomba nikwambie, this court of TikTok is more powerful than hiyo court ya public unafikiria. This, na wacha nikwambie Ben, ukakalia bike after kudinywa haga. Mimi, hebu aje nishuke kwa guest. Nitaongea vibaya guys.
Okay, let me talk.
Okay. No, once, just give me 1 minute, Sue. Pastor Ben Gitau, you can actually get more justice from this court than you would in an actual court on the land. You understand? The reason being, the public actually take time to dissect the issue more thoroughly. And then there is more public participation. You can see almost 9,000 people here. But this court is currently being watched by at least 30,000 people across many spaces. Okay, it's being zoomed many places more. So justice is more possible here than out there. Yeah, so chukua mic, hebu jibu Bishop.
Okay. Madam Prosecutor, let Pastor Kanyari finish the question. Alikuwa na maswali hapo. Pastor Kanyari, go ahead please. Through the office of
Bishop Gitau, Pastor Gitau ningesema these things inakaa kama fake. Na sitaki kuongea nionekane kama nimeongea vibaya. Inakaa kama fake. Once wewe unasema kwamba kuna mtu ambaye alikufanyia chenye alikufanyia, hautaki kumexpose. Number 1. Number 2, unasema ya kwamba ati baada ya wewe kufanyiwa chenye ulifanyiwa ulienda ukalala. Ukaenda ukalala. Surely how can you go and sleep? Haya, na number 3, unasema kuna messages ambazo ulitumiwa funny na pia hizo message hautaki kutuonesha. Sasa sisi tuko katika fence, we are not understanding hii kitu kama ni ya uongo ama ni kitu ya ukweli surely.
I will say this, then I will come when I'm having all the details. I think nilisema messages nilidelete na nikasema the fishy messages ni zile tu za kawaida. Because we were not having the conversation, hatukuwa tunaongeleshana.
You're contradicting yourself, bro. Hatukuwa tunaongea. Were you in a relationship? Were you, after somebody sodomizing you, you expect somebody to tell you?
Peter Kioi, wait a minute. Senior counsel Peter Kioi, hold on your guts.
Okay, Your Honor.
Hold on your guts. Go ahead, Chaplain. Go ahead, Chaplain, Pastor Kanyari.
Yeah, nilikuwa nauliza swali. How can you delete a message na ukijua ya kwamba ni evidence your message? How can you delete kuongea ukweli? Pastor, hata kama unataka tuone hiki tunakaya ukweli. How can you delete message ambayo unajua hii ndio utapeleka ni evidence yako alafu una delete swali? Number 2, unarudi unaenda hospitali, walisemaje? Walisema kuna mtu ambaye alikufanya nyuma. Unajua watu wataanza kufikiria hii ni mboka. Watu watafikiria kwamba uko mboka, Pastor.
Madam Prosecutor, can I address the court?
Yes,
No.
yes, absolutely. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. PM, take the mic.
No, PM
Madam
ameongea
Prosecutor.
sana, hata mimi
Oh,
ngoja
yeah.
niongee.
Sue was next. So sorry, PM. Sue Gashambi.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's not here anymore.
He's here. He is here. He's down there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you some question. Anyway, thank you, the judge and the prosecutor and everybody who is here. But I wanted to ask him a questions, but I can't see him, so I can't even ask him a questions if he's not here.
Let me bring him back to court.
Okay.
1 minute.
Sawa, endelea PM basi.
Madam Prosecutor, I want to offer an advice to this court. We all understand that this is a court of public opinion, and we all understand that it's a powerful court, and we are holding the reputation of a bishop that we don't know with our hands. And once we destroy his reputation, we will not be able to make it again. Hatutaweza kumtengenezea reputation. Sasa huyo claimant lazima provide evidence ati akitaja huyo mtu hatuharibu jina yake bure, kwa sababu it will dent the reputation of this court. Itasemekana hii court ni ya kuharibia watu majina. So we have to protect the integrity of this court. So hatujui kwa nini amepotea, lakini we want evidence before ataje mtu, because we don't know. Maybe anaweza taja PM Kimemia, I don't know. Na akident reputation yangu as an example, we are being watched by 8,500 people. Na kama yeye anaamini an injustice was committed to him, hangekuwa anaogopa for 4 months. Hatujui kama huyo mtu amefanyia wengine hivyo. Hatujui kama huyo mtu ni among the 8.5 wenye wana watch hapa. So kama ako genuine, anafaa tupatie jina ili tukae tukijua ati huyo mtu, na pia huyo mtu akitajwa jina akue hapa ajitetee. Si ati ataje mtu hata amesema kwa social media, angetuambia social media yake, tuende tujitafutie, atupe clue na hint, tuende tutafute. Amesema aliona fishy messages, sijui mtu anaongea about Nyash, na akasema aliona ni kitu ya kawaida. A bishop talking like that, hiyo ni kitu ya kawaida? No, to me hiyo sio kitu ya kawaida bishop kuongea hivyo. So we want enough evidence so that we can protect this court. Watu waamini hii koti huwa inaongea mambo ya ukweli. Yes.
Yeah, I'm also saying that he deleted the message because they stopped talking. So if I stop talking to you, you delete my messages. What was the relationship? Were you disappointed? Why would you delete the messages because we are not talking? And then you come claim that the messages were fishy. He told me I had Nyash. Mwanaume mzima uko na mandevu. Entertained that.
Huyu jamaa ni mwizi na ni mtu ambaye anataka kuharibia watu majina.
Order in the court. We are not talking each other.
I need to approach this bank.
Can the office of prosecution provide us with the victim, please? Because this one is serious. We don't take this court as a joke of the victim, the one Pastor Gitau. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sue Kashambi Wamavitus wanted to cross-examine
I don't
Yeah.
think that guy is coming. Okay, he's back. Okay, thank
Yes.
God.
Approach the bench.
Okay. Hi,
So
Pastor Gitau. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Nimerudi ku clarify the story about it is a scam because number one, already I have the surgery. That is number one, and the madam akona document zangu zote za hosi juu choo ilikuwa imekataa kutoka. Me, I'm not a TikToker and I don't know how to fight back on TikTok. So I did this to honor the invitation of Madam Jacqueline,
Yeah.
because I told her I feel bad when some people are suffering and men don't talk. I don't have all those things you're asking me for. I don't know what I was supposed to say when that guy told me that uko na haga, and I have heard that. I'm not so strong to fight back those things. Siwezi nikaweza kusema hizo vitu zote. But the main reason I came here, and Lady Jacqueline knows, we were coming to raise an awareness. This was not the time for me to come and expose anyone. She gave me the platform to come and shout out to everyone who is out there, mwenye anakaa chini, anafanyiwa vitu hizi na hawezi akaongea. Tushikane, we fight together. But when you force me to come and expose this person, when the time is not right, it will hurt me and even cost me more pain than I thought. So mimi ninauliza tu.
Thank you very much, Pastor Gitau.
If you guys
Thank you very much.
needed
A minute, Pastor Gitau.
I have given you guys time to
Allow him to finish, Your Honor. Thank
I
you.
want you to listen to me. I cannot fake the documents. Nimeenda Hosi, St. Francis. Mimi nimeenda nikatolewa vitu na huku nyuma. Uchungu yenye nilisikia, I cannot come here for content. I cannot come here for fun. I'm here to speak for somebody who is there who cannot speak. My friend is here. Anaitwa Henry. He was raped by his uncle. Ananiambia mpe nafasi yaongee pia. But he could not speak before. Please, mimi ninaomba tu, mimi sina nguvu kama Karango. I'm just here innocently to help somebody who wants to get out of his situation. So, mimi munipatie nafasi, let me take the legal process. Once I'm done with the legal process, I will come back here. Nikikosa kupewa haki yangu, nitawaambia sasa, the public can help me to do the mobilization, nipate haki yangu. But for now, jana tu ndio nilikuja nikaongea hii story, na leo mnataka niwape messages, of which leo, if I believe that lady is here, because she has been texting me. Leo ndio tulipiga simu to retrieve hizo messages zilipotea. How am I supposed to get those messages right now? Si hata heri mungeniambia next week we need those documents. But because I cannot give the clear information, I'm also healing. I'm also healing from the trauma. I'm also healing from the issue of being into pain. I have lost people even to just right now. Hapo tu sahi. So mimi nimejiomba tu. Lady Jacqueline Jubi, ni wewe ulini-invite hapa. Mimi najiomba tu, munipatie time pia mimi ni process hiyo issue legally.
Pastor, usiende, ngoja nikuulize, unasikia pain kwa nini? Kwa uko discomfort, unasikia pain kwa mkudu?
Nilisema hiyo mara ya kwanza, na hata Kanyari hakunipea nafasi ya kujibu. Akaniuliza niliweza aje kurudi kwa nyumba na sisikii. Mimi nilisema nilifeel the ish pain, ile ya umbali yenye hauwezi ukadoubt kitu, of which kila mtu anasikianga hako kwa uchungu. But now when I slept in the morning ndio nilienda choo nikaanza kubleed.
Na umetia, kuna skins imetia kutoka kwa mkudu, kwa sababu ukinyaduliwa mkudu lazima the tearing ama bleed zinakuja na bleeding, tearing kama 2 pieces hivi.
We are talking about 3 months ago.
Okay.
right now the surgery ilifanyika last week. Hata unaona nimekaa na side moja, siwezi nikakaa chini.
Because
So
when you have ukifanyiwa ukinyaduliwa kwa mkudu huwezi walk na huwezi sit vizuri.
So kayo wake riganirwo ndi pastor. Situmie kalugha ka soft kidogo tu,
okay,
please.
so karathi wega, huwezi kaa chini vizuri na huwezi walk kwa sababu ya hiyo sasa pain.
Yeah, pain, sure.
Sasa ulipoenda kwa dokta alikuandikia kwa sababu doctors wanajuaga kenye kimekulete hosi. Alipokuangalia na huko nyuma aliona ulisodomaziwa?
Kwa ripoti yake, for me, ile information nilimpatia, kila daktari alikuwa anasema ni hemorrhoids, but huyu alijua because Lady Jacqueline ukiangalia kwa hiyo doctor's report iko na kitu inaitwa sijui ni inaitwa aje ile kuraruka ndani. She has the report.
Fistula.
So yeye alinotice kuna kuraruka, imeraruka.
Si ndio hiyo nilikuwa nakuuliza tearing.
Na hiyo ndio ilikuwa inafanya nina bleed oftenly. This issue with so much love, with so much concern and care, tukijua kuna mtu mwingine pale anapitia the same thing. If I didn't speak out, there is no other man who is coming to speak about this issue. So me, I think I have said what I want to say.
Kama umepona sahi, umepona kabisa. Usikii like
nilifanyiwa surgery last weekend and now today nimekuwa na bleeding juu ya kukaukiwa na choo. I had gone back to the hospital and even tomorrow I'm going for a checkup saa 4. I'm just 1 week away from the surgery.
My honor, Your Honor, I have to differ with some things here. This is a court, and a court cannot be a complete court session without having a complainant and the accused. In this matter, I can say he's genuine because that is his truth. But in this court, I believe we use facts. But we use facts. So where are the facts? If today, Ben Gitau, let us talk. If today, Ben kidogo tu, if today you will present yourself, we are talking about legal matters. If you are talking about a legal issue, in the court of law, you can never accuse someone and win a case with the truth. You win a case by facts. So, is there any evidence? Okay, forget about the name of the pastor. Show us the context in the messages. You don't have them. You deleted them long ago. Do you have the events are very simple. Ulienda, ukapatiwa, kinyulipatiwa, ukalewa, na wewe bado ukajibeba na nduthi, ukaenda kulala. Alafu, I believe in the hospital, they don't go by what the patient has said. The patient can only claim to say, anaumwa na tumbo, anasikia hivi. Lakini inafanywa vipimo. Hapo kwa barua yako umesema haina hizo vitu. Iko na fistula tear, which the cause is not written there. In the court of law, lazima ukuwe na daktari akue kama shahidi wako wa kwanza. After the IO, kama iko na police, je, uko na OB ya hii kesi? Na kama uko na OB mwenye anasimamia kesi na daktari wanafaa kuwa pale. Lakini ikifika hapo kotini na hauna hizi evidence, unawezaje kusema tu ni huyu alinifanyia hivi? Let us be cautious in this matter. And again, the last part, nimekuambia, don't contradict yourself. You think it is not the right time to expose, but it is the right time for you to talk out. It has no difference. Because if today you will disappear, we will not see you again. Because maybe the person can come after you, ndio unyamaze kabisa. But Ben, surely, how are we helping you with a plain story without evidence? I am out.
Na nikuulize Ben, ulikuwa unatakaje? Kwa sababu sasa umekuja kwa hii Lady Jacqueline, kwa hii koti. Ulikuwa, mipango yako ilikuwa ni gani? Ulikuwa unatakaje?
Wakati Lady Jacqueline alini approach, this was all about awareness. It was just about awareness, reaching out to the other people. Mimi kama ningejua nafaa kukuja na evidence kwanza, I would have waited for the messages to be retrieved and I would also have waited for everything to be legally on the table.
Najua hii koti inasaidia watu wengi sana na nimeona inaenda faa kwa sababu hata huku sasa sisi tunasikiza tukiwa huku US, watu wengine wanasikiza wakiwa everywhere, na hii koti tunaigojeaga sana actually, hata kama hatuingii tunachangia hapa. Lakini sasa kama mtu anakuja hapa hataki kuexpose mwenye amemfanyia vitu, anakuja hapa kusema side yake of the story, utasaidia mtu mwingine aje? How are you gonna help the next person? Ama mwenye waduthi amefanyiwa, amesadomaziwa, utamsaidia aje? How can you help them? Na you don't wanna say the person who mwenye alikufanyia hizi vitu ama something to show. I mean, it don't make sense.
Tend to believe that raising awareness or creating awareness concerns of Peter Kioi anakuta wanaume anakula matako. Hiyo ndio awareness. Ya Ben inasema, guys, they sodomized me. Who? I don't know. It's not the right time. That is not creating awareness. That is just seeking attention, and maybe people will say that you're here from Boca. No, Ben, I'm telling you what people will think. I will tell you what people think. People think that right now you're...
Hey, Kioi, okay. Please. Mimi nataka niongee na Lady Jacqueline. Mimi Lady Jacqueline mpaka niko na message. I told you I don't want to do this for content. I want us to help somebody else who is out there amekuwa sodomized, akuje pia sisi tutafute haki yetu tukiwa pamoja. Mimi I don't want attention. What I do with my life is enough for me to have my life influence the few people I influence. And I feel so bad.
Tusaidie kwanza wewe. Wacha wakati kwa watu wengine. Kwanza tukusaidie wewe. Tujue kwanza the truth about you na tukusaidie.
Mimi hamwezi nisaidia juu saa hii. Mimi nilikuwa nakuja kuongea, mwingine mwenye hawezangi kuongea aweze kupata nini? Usaidizi. Mimi nilikuwa nakuja hapa to influence watu, tujue vile watu wataweza kusaidika wale wamenyama. And that was the conversation we had with Lady Jacqueline. If there is another conversation, maybe anaweza waambia.
Pastor Ben, niko na swali ya mwisho. Pastor Ben, niko na swali kwako. Pastor Ben, niko na swali kwako. If right now you get lost or you are hurt more than this, who are we tracing? Utatuambia mwenye alikufanyia hivi ama utuambii?
Sitawaambia mimi sahi.
Alafu hiyo pain yote ulienda through. Just remember, hiyo pain yote ulienda through. Hiyo surgery, hiyo pain yote ulienda through, hata huwezi sema mtu
tuchange.
Hiyo pain yote ulienda through.
Pastor Ben, Pastor Ben, I understand you. Pastor Ben, I understand you.
I want to apologize to the public for coming here, please. Because now when you
Pastor Ben
about no please kidogo tu.
Pastor Ben,
when you mention about
hatujafika hapo.
When you talk about
your direction,
mimi now that one becomes a different case.
No, avoid that statement, Pastor Ben. Hakuna mwenye
Pastor Ben
hujasema unachangiwa, so just avoid that.
Nani Peter Kioi amesema hamchangi.
No, just avoid that.
Achana nayo ishe.
Avoid that. You did not say unataka kuchangiwa, so avoid that.
Pastor Ben, umetuambia unataka kufollow the judicial system ya Kenya upate justice, si ndivyo?
Yeah.
Then mwisho ukiona hujapata justice utarudi kwetu ili tukusaidie kupata justice.
I think that is the legal process. Ukienda kotini unyimwe haki yako, then munasemanga aje? Sasa tutajipeleka. That is what people say. Tutajitafutia haki yetu.
Pastor Ben, unajua Pastor Ben,
yes.
Nisikize. Unajua ukifuata hiyo, alafu mwisho jaji aseme ule mtu juu, lazima utataja huyo mtu. Hautaenda kuambia jaji haujui ni nani. By the way, by kesho ukienda kuripoti polisi, lazima utataja suspect ni nani.
Lazima.
Do you know that?
Yeah, sure.
Na sasa tuseme umefuata hiyo kesi hadi ikaisha, then huyo mtu amepatikana hana makosa, ama the judiciary ya Kenya haijakupea justice yenye ulikuwa unataka, utakuja hapa. Unajua ukianza kuongea hiyo mambo after court imetoa ruling na imesema ulikuwa unamwekelea huyo mtu, itakuwa contempt of court na utashtakiwa sasa. Sijui kama unajua hivyo. Court ikienda iseme hiyo iliisha, utanyamaza kabisa.
Yeah, sure, I know.
So you are willing to mention that person kesho?
Kesho wapi?
For now hauna OB number, haujaenda kuripoti polisi.
Mi sioni kama pastor anajua Kenya ili.
Umeenda polisi? Yes or no?
Oh, ni yangu. Mimi
yes, umeenda polisi?
Mimi niliwaambia I'm starting the process tomorrow. OB.
So, do you know ukienda kesho polisi, lazima utataja una suspect nani, na lazima utaproduce your first medical report ya ule daktari alikuexamine na aliona shida yako ilikuwa gani. Are you sure hiyo report yako ya kwanza?
Kimemia.
Let me
senior counsel Kimemia. Let us yes. Pastor Ben, naomba kuongea na Kimemia. Kimemia, how are you, Kimemia?
Yes. I'm more than fine.
Are you aware that if there are, I'm only keen in 3 things in this world? I am keen when I am having my woman on bed. I am keen when I'm drinking alcohol and when I'm handling a case. Right now, I had him saying that ataongea after the legal process ikiisha. Na akasema tena atakuwa
ataitisha maandamano.
Atakuwa anaenda, kuna mtu anamsaidia kumretrieve hizi message, giving the messages without you starting.
Judge, can I talk to Pastor Ben if it's possible? Can I have the mic?
Senior Counsel Don, you can approach the bench. But before you approach the bench, so Kashambi has raised a very good point. Only that I understand that she doesn't know a lot of Swahili. She used the MKU, NDU word. But again, I want the people who are in medicine, in medical field. When you have constipation, it's very, very, very hurting. Now, our pastor Gitau claims to be sodomized. It's more painful than even constipation. Ukitoa kale kashonde kagumu unapiga nduru. So go ahead, put into consideration, guys. Put that on consideration as you asking questions, guys. So go ahead, the Don. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Well, Pastor Ben, habari ya jioni.
Nzuri sana.
Yeah, asante sana. So my name is Donald. So I want to be so soft with you so that we get to understand this. So my point number 1, this is my message to you. If at all deep in your heart you know that this happened, because this is TikTok, you're bound to be asked these hard questions and people expect you to answer them. Nelewa. This is how this court also operates, because many times tunahitaji evidence. Mtaki kuja up with any allegations. So what you need to do, number 1, if at all these things happen to you, you need to go get therapy. Number 2, kuna watu wameuliza, what do you expect from all this? Why did you come here? I've been keen down here listening to you, and you said that you've come to create awareness. Like you also want, like, kuna maybe watu hizi vitu zimewafanyikia, so you want them to know the steps to follow. So you're not helping us to create any awareness, because the law dictates that when these things happen to you, you need to report to the police maybe before 24 hours. You need to go to the hospital immediately, you see. Those are the kind of ametoka. Okay. So maybe I'll just continue. Maybe atakuwa nasikiza uko chini. Those are the kind of awareness that we need to create in this court. Unaelewa? So what he has done, Lady Jacqueline, what he has done and what he has been doing, he has been denying himself justice.
Yeah.
Because he ought to have followed this process long time ago. And let's say this story is true and the perpetrator is outside there. He has given the perpetrator a very long time to run away from this case, because legally, from the little knowledge I have about these things, it will be difficult now to pin the perpetrator towards this act, unless probably he goes and report these cases. I heard him saying that I'll delete messages. Maybe investigations ifanyike or retrieve hizo messages. So the reason why probably doesn't want to mention a name here, one, probably he's lying. Probably, I've used the word probably. Or maybe he's not sure that this is the person who did this act. And again, I end by saying this. He has some medical reports aliende hospitali. And you know, kama aliende hospitali and there are those medical reports, the doctor that attended to him is the first witness. Will the doctor ascertain that what happened to him is courtesy of sodomy? Naelewa. So I beg to rest my case. That's all I wanted to say. But he really needs, if you're able to, if you're still talking to him, Lady Jacqueline, I've really observed him. Probably he needs to consider going for therapy. Akiendelea kufanya hizi vitu zingine.
Okay, thank you, Senior Counsel Don. May I drop you and bring him back up? Is that okay?
It's okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Madam Prosecutor.
Yes.
I still have a problem that I don't think this court is actually looking into. Your Honor, my court, my problem is this. Nobody chooses to be a victim, right?
Yeah.
And we all agree on that. And now, according to Pastor Ben, he has made his own decision of how to approach this by sensitizing people or victims to be, should there be any or already in existence, to express themselves and talk about this thing. But I have a different approach. What if we can stop the perpetrators in their own tracksuits before they even create another victim?
Sorry,
Don't you think that would
just
be
give me
much
1
better?
minute, Senior Counsel. There was a prophet kwa guest, prophet mwenye alikuwa na request, tafadhali request tena. Kulikuwa na prophet, a member of the public, request again, please. Let me see if you can request again. There was a prophet, kama bado uko hapa, request tena. Nilikuwa naenda kukupandisha, ukapotea. Aya, Senior Counsel, take the mic. Sorry about that.
Thank you. For me, I think we should, if Pastor Ben here, for sure, he really wants to help and sensitize. I think the first thing is we have to have facts and evidence of these people. This is the person who did to me. And then when we come to this court, exposing that person, it will take seconds. And their names will be everywhere published by all the medias. I'm telling you, nowadays they collect what we call content or information on TikTok. It will be everywhere and we will know this and this. He's not just a bishop, but he also eats kundus. And we put it out there in very big posters. We have to stop the victims to be. Not the victims who have already been affected. Of course, they will express themselves. They will seek therapy, as my senior counsel Don is saying. And it's a good thing. But what about the ones yet to be victims to the same animals which are out there not being mentioned? Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Madam Prosecutor.
Thank you. Yeah, take the
Permission to
mic.
approach the bench, please.
Yes, take the mic. Thank you.
Your Honor, thank you. Thank you, Madam Prosecutor. Thank you, Senior Counsels. I would like to say that if Pastor Ben says that he's here to create awareness, in my point of view, I would like to tell you, Pastor Ben, that there is no awareness you have created by not mentioning the name. There is no way, in layman's language, unaweza niambia usipitie pale. Lazima uniambie nisipitie pale kwa nini, kuna nini. So if you are saying you want to sensitize or you want to create awareness, you have to tell people you are creating awareness. You are creating awareness to them against who or against what. So for that, actually, I think there is no awareness we have created. And Your Honor, I would suggest that if today in this court session, we have not been able to say who the perpetrator is, according to me, then we have no business being in this court today. We have not achieved our motive of today. We are just going to be having a lot of back and forth. But in real sense, as Senior Counsel Peter Kioi says, this court is incomplete today because we have the victim, we don't have an accused. So we are dealing with a case one-sided. And I feel like we are leading nowhere. Thank you.
Senior Counsel Jambi for making exactly what the members of public and all the other senior counsels are saying. So, guys, I would like to ask this able court under my leadership. Tuseme kwa mfano, niongee Kiswahili vizuri. Tuseme kwa mfano, Raf, let me use myself as an example. Raf anaua watu na katakata na mapanga na amekata mkono na kukufa, lakini want to protect yule mtu mwingine. Is it not, are we not going to take this case like huyu mtu ni mtu ambaye anaua? What are we sensitizing the members of public kama hakuna jina ya huyo mtu? Tuna protect namna gani? Hii ni swali ambalo linafaa kuwekwa hapa katika koti hii ndio tuweze kuendelea na kusikiza hii kesi. Kwa nini tusipewe jina la huyo mtu? Hata huyo mtu anaoche hapa, pengine ako na sudo. Thank you very much, guys.
In support of that, remember this is not just any other person. He's a bishop, which means actually the victims take themselves to him